Coming up this week on The Local Game, we catch up with Aurelio Vidmar, who's in town for a quick coffee and have a chat about the most recent A-League's Grand Final, plus the other South Australians at Melbourne City. Club Talk heads to the SAASL Leagues, where Modbury Soccer Club take over. We take a look at the Cup Finals, plus a whole lot more on this week's episode of The Local Game. Hello and welcome to The Local Game. Another big week of football. Cup round just gone, and we have a lot to get through today, plus a very big interview coming up with an A-League Championship winning coach, the current A-League Championship winning coach, who is from South Australia. It's going to be huge. But first, hey, I'd like to welcome in. I'm Johnny Keko alongside Simon Gimenez, mate. Good to have you back.
Pleasure to be back once again.
Yeah, what a big week of football. Cup round on the weekend, and well, a lot of celebration to be had over the weekend as well. And let's go straight into the hot topics because we've got so much to get through today. Cup celebrations is the hot one, the hottest one. And well, two teams, the senior teams that won, both had big celebrations afterwards as well. West Adelaide went off. They were the first senior game at 2:30 after the reserves matches. We'll talk about the results later in the show. But for now, we're talking about the celebration. They had a bit more of a relaxed celebration afterward. Pizza, followed by board games as well. So they've got their eyes set on. They've got 3 more weeks to close out the league and finish top. Still currently 8 points ahead. And then winning the grand final is what's on their main target at the end.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Put on the trackies, have an early night and relax after a big game. Why
yes. Not? I find it interesting, though, they had only pizza and board games, no karaoke, because I find it interesting that the first time I heard they had karaoke back in 2022 when they won the Cup, and they won the treble that year, is since then, they haven't done karaoke again.
Have you been preparing for an invite?
I've been asking
to take
for
part?
an invite. Every time I did an interview with Nicole, I asked for an invite. And since then, they have not done karaoke. So I think it's out of spite. I don't know. But we'll see. But talking about karaoke, though, there was a bit of singing going on in the other club rooms. Metro Stars, they had a great night as well. They've got their eyes set on. They got 5 trophies they want to try and compete for this year as well. That being the league, which they can snatch up very soon, and also the grand final, and then also the Australia Cup. And if they can finish top, they will get entry into the Australian Championship as well. But Miller, their latest recruit, who's from the amateurs and stepped up from Div 2 Saturday amateurs all the way through to NPL, and he got his initiation on the weekend. He couldn't do it a few weeks ago at Thursday night dinners, which is the custom of the Metro Stars. But he had to do it the next time that they caught up in the club rooms, and it happened to be after a cup final. And we've obtained some footage. Should we watch it?
Let's do it.
Here's some footage of Miller singing his initiation song at the club rooms. What a choice of song.
I'm impressed by his enthusiasm. That was really impressive.
Yes, and what about the crowd interaction as well? Everyone getting along, and what better way? You can do it on a Thursday night where everyone's there, but what better way to do it at the club rooms straight after winning and lifting a trophy as well for the club.
They really had something to sing about that night. Why not? Get
Yes.
the most out of it.
Topic number 2, no further breaks in the leagues now. So how good is this now? We're into the final stages. 3 left in the WNPL, 5 in the NPL, and then in the other leagues, State League 1 obviously the same, and then the other Women's State League and also State League 2 have getting towards the end as well.
Yeah, I guess both the sides at the top of the respective NPL competitions, the opportunity to stitch things up early with the form that they've had throughout the year. So it'll be nice, I think, for Metro Stars, a chance to wrap things up after round 20, and I think round 18 will be the magic number for West Adelaide. So.
Yep, we're round 18 with final round. Yeah, it's final round of the season.
Sorry, round 16 is when they can stitch it up.
So because they're both 8 points clear at the moment. So it's getting closer with 2 if they can snatch up the most amount of points. So Metro need 3, at least the next 3 wins, or 3 out of the next 5 to snatch it up. And I think West need 1 or 2 more wins out of the next 3. So huge to see. And also in the respective other leagues as well, things can happen in the matter of a couple of weeks. We could see some premiers being lifted. However, State League 2, very different. This year, you see the champions that go into the first playoff of the playoff season. So, be very, very interesting. But let's move into the last one as well. As we're talking about the ending of season, just the start of preseason for Adelaide United. They headed out on the weekend, made the most of it being a weekend off for a lot of the clubs, and went out locally to Cove. Played Friday night. A huge crowd down there on Friday night. It was great to see. It was pouring with rain, but that did not turn people off. It's great to see.
Yeah, it's good to see him heading out to the Verbs, and they had the match down south and the match up north as well. So a good chance for all the fans to go out and see them. All
right, well, let's head into Club Talk this week. We love this segment. Only a few more to go for the season. It's going to make a return next year, I'm sure about it, because I've already got a list that's tipping over into next year as well. But anyway, let's head into this week's Club Talk. Let's check it out.
Matt McCormack here at the Modbury Soccer Club in the SAASL Amateur League. Going to go have a chat to the boys, ask them a few questions here one Wednesday night to have some pizza. Straight here to Jeff, the head coach of the team. Would you have pineapple on or not on your pizza?
Always have pineapple, mate.
What's your thoughts on the team this year?
You'd have asked me last week, I'd have said we're going very, very well. Going on last week's game, well, no, we're going okay. We're going okay.
Got a new sign this year, Brodie Broadstock. Who on the team would you hate to be on a desert island with?
Probably Stoney.
Why?
Because he'd end up eating me.
Peroni. Who's got the biggest bromance in the team?
Oh, has to be him and Harry, for sure. 100%.
Why is that?
Because they're in the showers together by themselves after.
Come to Kerry. Come here, Kerry. Come on. Kerry, come on. Oh, we'll come in here. All right, Kerry. This is our trainer, Kerry. Who would you say out of the first team squad spends the most time in the physio room?
Probably you or Stoney.
No, that's Stoney. Stoney.
Athletes.
Tom Stoneham here.
Yes, hello.
We've just gone to Kerry, and she said that you are the most spend the most time in the physio room. What's your thoughts on that?
Oldest, so that's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your body pulling up this year?
Better than ever.
Yeah. Ready for the big game this weekend?
From the sidelines, yeah.
Over to Johnny McCormack, the assistant coach. Johnny, who would you say is the biggest jokester of the team?
Well, one would probably be you, and probably Harper Locke, I reckon. Yeah,
Where is Harper? Is he in here yet? Yeah, who's the best McCormack in the family, and why?
Me.
Excluding me.
Probably you, Matty. I'd have to say Matty. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Jamie, our other assistant coach here. What do you got here tonight? What pizza you got?
Our little meat lovers, mate.
Meat lovers?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, is Harper in here yet? Yeah, he's coming. Here he comes. Here he is. What's going on?
Oh, you're kidding.
Another new signing to the club this year, Harper Locke. How do you think everything's going this year?
Yeah, very good, very good. We've got one good coach out of 3, so we'll take that. We've got superstar Matty here, free kick merchant, but
beautiful.
You know,
what can I say? It's all I can do.
Yeah.
I got a question. Who would you not want to date your sister in the team?
Cameron Tompkins.
Why?
Because he's done it.
All right, thank you. Come on, Cam. I've got 2 questions for you, mate. Come on. Jake as well. This is our top goal scorer here, Jake. Let's get to Cam. Come on, Cam. This is Cam, our new signing from the NPL team. So I asked Harper who he wouldn't want to date his sister, and he said you. So what's your thoughts on that?
Oh, I don't care. What do you want me to say?
So obviously we play at Smith Partners Stadium. So who's our major sponsor here at Modbury Jets?
Not sure. There you go, BJ Construction.
And who else? Paula, the woman behind everything at the club. She does everything. Nah.
He knows.
How do you like it here at Modbury?
I love it. I'm here every day, so, you know, I must.
She does it all, does the cleaning, sets everything up behind the bar.
Get all my apprentices look, see? Got apprentices working for me when I'm not here.
All the little minions.
They're not as good, obviously.
And not as good looking either. And how do you feel about not getting a goal of the week for your probably record goal in the Amateur League, 7 seconds against Parry Hills West?
Well, you know, I saw him off his line. I thought.
Talk us about your miss hit.
Nah, meant all of it. No mission, no after shit, nothing.
And just Smith Partners is also a major sponsor of the team.
Right, so what do you guys think of the pizza tonight?
It was all right.
Right. Yeah, thank you, wife. It was lovely.
I'll turn around.
So our keeper, Johnny, he suffered an injury at the start of the year. He's just come back. How do you think everything's going?
I was pretty lucky this year to have a big Andrew as
Big
backup
Ange,
keeper.
big cap.
Give me a bit of break this year, but unfortunate, but it's what team's about, mate.
Yeah, that's it. What's your favourite thing about the club?
I think it's got a great culture, good bunch of lads. Bring my kids out every weekend. They have a good family culture here, great club.
Joel plays in the Rezzies here. Joel, what's your favourite team in the amateur league to verse and why?
Oh, it has to be Angwell, because that's where I started. So
always good to beat the old boys.
Bit of rivalry and love it.
To Sebi's just come back from injury. How was it coming back into the session last week?
Painful, mate. I couldn't walk for 2 days.
Couldn't walk? Yeah. So Seb's just come back from a nice back injury. So hope you all the best and straight back into the team, hopefully. Oh, let's go to BJ. Come over here. Straight to the Rezzies, coach. How you going, mate? What's going on? How's your team going this year?
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're second at the moment, so it's last 16 in the cup.
What's your goal for this year?
It's to win the cup final.
Yep.
So and finish second. Probably won't finish first now, but.
Right, so man of the match for the first team, Modbury versus Parrells West, for a dubious free kick, was Matt McCormack.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Can you run us through the free kick, Matt?
Oh, I'm always good for a free kick against Parrells West. 3 of my last 2. Favourite club to verse. Also set up 3 goals as well. Up Modbury. That's it here, the local club talk here at Modbury Soccer Club in the SAASL Amateur League. Always good to win this on the weekend against Parrells West. Thank you.
Well, there is Club Talk once again. We love it, that segment, and well, there's still more to go, and it's great to get out to amateurs, great to get out to the women's, all the state leagues, the men's. It's fantastic. We're going to go to a short break. On the other side, Aurelio Vidmar. Yes, great one, and coffee and chat. The first time I've done this, and it might not be the last either. Let's head to a short break, and that's coming up on the other side.
It's all about the local game. Join Johnny Keko and an all-star team of co-hosts, bringing you the latest in local soccer, or as we call it, football. Covering it all with the hottest topics, exciting segments and more. Get to know the players behind the mic and deep dive into the heart of our community. Catch all the action every Thursday night on Keko Media YouTube and Fridays on Channel 44, a celebration of South Australian football. This is the local game.
All right, it's a nice day out here today, beautiful day in the western suburbs, and what better way to spend it than go in for a quick coffee, and I think there's some great company waiting for me inside. Let's head in and see who it is. Good to see you, mate. Thank you.
You too.
Long macchiato?
Long macchiato, yeah.
Yeah, macchiato, beautiful. All right.
You know how to make them?
Yeah, of course. I used to be a barista years ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Thank you for joining me, Aurelio. It's good to have you on the show. Something different, pleasure. Have a coffee. So while that's making, I'll have a chat. Grand final, congratulations on the grand final. What was it like to lift the trophy? I know you had the chance to try and get to that with Adelaide United years ago, but now to do it against exactly the same team, Melbourne victory, what was that like?
No, it was great. We had a bit of a challenging season, but we got our form to a really good level. Right, probably, I reckon the last couple of months, I think we lost 1 out of 14, so we're really good going into the grand final, and always reasonably confident, but you never know, especially when you're playing victory. They've always got a decent crowd behind them. Any VAR situations there, the crowd really get behind the team and put pressure on the referee to try to make a decision go their way. It's typical victory, but we were pretty solid for most of the game. We probably started off the first 10 minutes a little bit shaky, but we held our ground and thoroughly deserved to win it at the end. So nice to win it, obviously, and even nicer and a little bit sweeter because it was victory.
Absolutely. I can imagine, as a South Australian as well, you know what the rivalry is like between the two. So good to see you lifting it, especially as a South Australian. But while you were there as well, not only would you like a spoon and sugar?
All good.
All good? Beauty.
Thank you, mate.
I'll get my shotty as well. I like this. Let's do this more often. But this is, Paul Pezos on the bench as well. Yep. Another South Australian. Both former Adelaide City
and Scott Jamieson as well, who played at Adelaide United as well. Yeah.
What was that like to have former Adelaide United and also Adelaide City players and
great.
South Australians in the rank?
To be honest, Jamo's been fantastic this year. We lost our assistant coach around about November, and Jamo stepped up and done a great job. And then same period was that we needed also another assistant coach, and Paul Pezos has just started with our academy, and I think he was there probably 3 or 4 weeks. And we thought probably the easiest thing is to get Pez to step up, and he loved it, and he was great for us. He's got a lot of experience. He's been coaching senior men for a long time, and he really fit in really well with us. And looking forward now to having a full season with him.
Yeah, it should be good. Especially what we saw in the A-League, NPL, as a coach, very successful coach. See him step up. Feel free to have a sip as well if you want. You're right. He's waiting for it.
Get away. It tells me what to drink. When to drink.
I don't know. I thought maybe I made it wrong.
No, it's all good. I wait and then it goes.
Brilliant. But yeah, it's good to see. Like, how closely were you keeping an eye on him, or you guys chat a lot with Pez before you got him?
No. Well, I was working at Adelaide United as football director when Pez was there with the youth team. So we've known Pez for a long time, and then talking to Michael Petrillo when Michael thought a couple of things happened. Michael Matriciani and Pez almost at the same time. Michael Petrillo thought good idea, maybe hiring one of those guys, one for the women's team, and then when he decided to go with Matrish for the women's team, he said if I can go and find a position for Pez in the men's team, then I'll do it. And then that situation came. So as I said, he's got a lot of experience, and he probably didn't think he was going to go straight into the A-League as quickly as he did.
Well, a lot of us didn't actually, I think.
Yeah. Well, the plan really was for him to, Diamante is the coach of the NPL team. So probably in a year or two, he's probably going to move on somewhere. So the plan was just to keep working and getting Pez to step up. And then all of a sudden that position came available, and we thought we'll ask him, and we knew he definitely could do the job. So and he's been great. He's a great resource for us. Pez is always wearing his heart on his sleeve and tells her as it is. There's no bullshit with him. So it was good because then we also got Jamo, who's also
true.
No nonsense, no bullshit guy. So it works well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see the South Australian flavour over there, especially in Melbourne City. And you mentioned Matriciani. Have you spoken to him much? Being with obviously the same club, but men and women's department.
We're in the same building every day.
Yeah.
The men and the women's team. Although we're training at slightly different times, but they're in the meals room, they're around the club, they're in the gym, all at the same time. So our offices are really close together. So we have a close connection with the women's team. We have a close connection, obviously, with the academy team as well. So it's to be honest, it's a really good organisation.
It's good to see. With a bit of your connection with Adelaide United, when you come back to the club and see your name on the Vidmar stand, what's that mean to see that name still here in South Australia, and obviously the legacy you left here in Adelaide?
Well, look, it's nice. I didn't even know about that, to be honest. All those years ago, Michael told me that was going to. Michael Petrillo told me that was going to happen, and it's nice. I think I've done a fair bit of work in football here in the state, getting to. Growing up, not just playing, but also in coaching and helping in juniors and things like that. So it was a nice recognition. Yeah,
and obviously you've won the biggest title you can in A-League, is being the champions this season. But looking at like the NPL level, have you been able to keep an eye on, not obviously you're in Victoria, so you probably keep a closer eye on the Victorian NPL, but the gap between that next level and the A-League? Is there a big gap there?
I don't watch a hell of a lot. I keep a close eye on, Adelaide City, for example. I'm always having close discussions with VAS. And I know most of them are Adelaide City anyway,
Yeah.
so, and I obviously paid for them, so there's a bit of a closer connection there. My nephew also plays at Modbury, so there's always a little bit of a connection there. To be honest, I haven't had much time this off season to go. I did last year, but this off season I haven't watched any games. Every now and then I'll just jump online and watch a game, but I think the NPL Victoria, NPL South Australia, I think there is a little bit of difference.
Yep.
There's a lot more senior players still in Victoria than there are here. I think here there's a bigger pool of younger players playing in NPL, which I think is great. And they've always got the opportunity in the last couple of years.
Beautiful. Well, I won't let you too long because the last thing you want to do on your time in Adelaide, in a short time in Adelaide, spend more time with me, but I appreciate you doing so.
I always love talking football anyway, so...
Oh, it's good. And how do you rate the coffee?
Fantastic.
It's
Actually,
good?
not as good as Jason's, but yours is okay.
Yes, well, yes. He would love that. Thank you to SAASL Espresso Bar for hosting us here today.
Thanks very much. Yeah,
there's no better fitting space to talk football, which we always do every time I come here, but with an A-League champion.
Good on you. Appreciate
Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Johnny.
All the best.
You too.
Well, there's my chat with Aurelio Vidmar. What a great guy he was. Take time out of his stay here in Adelaide. Was fantastic for him to do, and meant a lot to be able to sit there, chat with him, and have a coffee to talk football.
Yeah, it was good to see as well. He spoke a lot about the South Australian involvement at Melbourne City as well, and I guess it's really encouraging to see how closely linked NPL and the level above the A-League is.
I love it how they had the eye on Matriciani and Pezos, and they found a role for Pezos as well, because it's great to see that there's a stepping stone now for these Adelaide coaches. We know we've got a lot of them here that are fantastic. Only that one club in South Australia, so it's good to see that there's other clubs keeping an eye, and that South Australian tie at that club, Melbourne City, is very strong at the moment. And just some of the things he spoke about was awesome to really hear about, and especially that link between the women as well with the men and women, how close they are. It's good to see. And he's still, even though he's a busy man, he's a champion of A-League, he's still keeping an eye where he can on the local league as well, here in South Australia. So, but what a great chat, and he loved my coffee, which is a good thing as well. I was worried about that.
That's the main thing.
I was worried. You can see I was a little bit intimidated at the start when he was looking at me, looking at the coffee, looking at me, looking at the coffee. I'm like, uh-oh, I've done something wrong. But anyway, he liked it, so that's all right. Or he just said that for the camera. Who knows? Anyway, let's head to a short break. On the other side, we're going to talk cup football results. Don't go anywhere. It's a local game.
Your time is now. When passion runs through you, become your own hero.
Welcome back to the local game. It is time to go into the results from the weekend. We had 4 cup finals down at Service FM Stadium. Huge occasion, kicking it all off with the WNPL and WSL Cup Reserves Final. And the winners in that were Football SA, 4-0 winners over Jaguars. So a huge win for them, especially going back-to-back with the seniors and the reserves both in the Cup Final day. It's a big day for FSA. But they got the job done in that one. And then unfortunately in the seniors of the Apex Steel Cup, West Adelaide got the job done. Unfortunately, Football SA just couldn't quite get a goal in that game, but it wasn't a bad game from it overall, though. 2-0 winners for West Adelaide, and they lifted the cup.
Yeah, very high quality. In the 88th minute, you had that last, the winner to seal the deal, so an appropriate way to finish 90 minutes.
Absolutely, and it was great to see and exciting as well. And I've got to add as well, Matilda Comley on the commentary with Paul Makachitti were fantastic to see them commentate the enthusiasm, the excitement. It's what it's all about, and seeing a player like that being involved in it, especially there were only 2-3 years ago there was too few of women's footballers commentating, and now we're seeing a lot of these voices out there. We've got Nicole Blackett, Ali Atkins has done it as well. Sarah as well, Sarah Taylor. So there's a lot more others that have been involved as well. So and a lot more putting their hand up. I've got a few out there that have said they're keen to do it. So just got to find time for them. But it's great to see. I love that about it.
Yeah, bring it on.
Absolutely. And also David was on the sideline as well for that game. But let's move into the next one. The next cup finals as well. The reserves of the Federation Cup final. Comets and Campbelltown City. This one actually was played before the women's senior match and actually cut into it, but they were simultaneously playing because they went 2-2 after full time, went into extra time and still remained as a draw. So went to penalties, 4-3 on penalties. Comets got the job done, and Johnny Tremonton was in goal. So he had a very good goalkeeper in him, and he played his part.
I showed up to the ground while the penalties were happening, and there was a massive crowd. And unfortunately, it meant the crowd number was down a little bit for the start of the Women's Cup final. But as soon as the pens were done, I was at the top of the stairs, and there was a mass exodus of people leaving that pitch too to come and check out the women's game.
Yeah,
So,
that was a very good crowd down there in the grandstand for the women. After, as you said, that game was done because everyone had their eyes on that. Yeah, I think it was not a bad turnout on the day. And then the Federation Cup final, you saw even more crowd came in a little bit after kickoff because they were cranking down at Raiders' home base as well. They had the bar open early. They were down there and they all started pouring in just before kickoff. And the crowd got even huger with them, their attendance as well for the senior match. Fortunately, their side didn't get it done. They did put a great fight in though. Metro Stars 3-1 winners overall, but Raiders scared them a little bit with a late goal in the first half to make it 2-1.
Well, it looked a little bit scary there for a moment for Raiders. Vissa had that absolute ripper kick from just on the edge of the 18-yard box to open scoring, and it only took a minute more for them to get the second. Raiders were probably thinking, what's going to happen to us here?
I think we all thought it was going to be a blowout at that stage. But
but they got that goal back and they did it in amazing fashion. Good luck finding a better spot kick than that to make things a little bit closer before half-time, but yeah.
And Inez is only new to playing senior football as well. He made his starting debut not long ago and now look at him.
Yeah, it was an impressive strike and then Ostrike went flying to try catch it, but there was no way he was stopping that. So a little bit closer at half-time, but Metro Stars in the end getting the job done.
Let's head to Press of Time. Let's see what he has to say about this week's football. Let's head to Press of Time with Tonus Begonis.
Another big crowd shows up in pre-season for Adelaide United, Johnny, this time at Playford. Couple of notes from the game. Number one, you had Aurelio Vidmar on your show this week. Well, his nephew Kane Vidmar is back in Adelaide trialling for the Reds. I think he'd be a very solid pickup for Ed and Andrioli's side. Meanwhile, on a sadder note, Zach Clough has departed the club for an opportunity in Malaysia. It sounds like Selangor, a massive club there in Malaysia. We wish him all the best, and hopefully we'll see him back in Adelaide one day.
Thanks again, Antonis Begonis. He was busy on the weekend, shooting photos everywhere, anywhere, and he's a good guy. And say hello to him if you see him on the grounds. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
What a great week. Should we wrap it up? Yeah?
Let's do it. It's been a big week.
It's been a big week. And thanks again to Aurelio Vidmar for joining me this week on the show. Huge one, been building to this. And that was one of my favourite interviews, to be able to sit down with him. A lot of interviews are my favourites, but to have a South Australian that's just won the A-League, to sit down with him and chat football was...
and a legendary name in Australian football as well. Let's face it, as much as he's had the success and the involvement in recent times, former Socceroo, and he's got a stand named after him, for God's sake.
Yeah, I know. He does. But how good was that? It was awesome. And to make a coffee for him was even better. So anyway, let's head to the end of the show. And thank you again for joining us. We'll see you all again next week. We're heading to the final stages of our season. But enjoy the rest of the season. We'll see you again next week for another episode of The Local Game. And ciao.